Alright, step 3. When we are going to turn this right side out, it actually ends up folding on that row of stitching and you have all that extra corner that doesn't fit through. So we're going to trim our corners. Don't cut your stitches. I like to put my thumb over it because I'm not going to cut myself if I'm careful. And I'm just going to cut diagonally across there like so. Be very careful not to cut through your stitches because then you're going to have a hole. Your instructions actually say, hey, go show the teacher after you do this. And that's just so that I can check. See if you accidentally cut a hole. In which case, tell you how to fix it. Simply, you sew a little further in. Boom. All 4 corners looking awesome. So step 4, we're going to turn it right side out through this opening. Just pull it open. Grab some of that there and start pulling it out and working its way until it's all right side up. Back stitching is super important here, otherwise your opening will get bigger and bigger as you do this. See how these corners look a little bit nicer than this corner? Please make sure you grab all of your corners. If you have a pencil or your seam gauge, not using the pointed end, using like the eraser, if you stick it in that opening, you can work on that corner, get the corner a little bit better looking. We want nice straight corners. That looks pretty good. That's a little dented. If you use the sharp end of stuff, you could poke your way straight through your fabric. I find twisting like this can help too on corners. When we come to the iron, we're going to give this a good press. Kind of twist the edges if it's not quite on the edge. And pressing is where we put the iron down and we actually push, counting for a little bit while it sets that crease. I'm going to do the other half. 10 seconds is usually a pretty good rule of thumb. You can add a little bit of seam if you want to give it extra crispness. And just for good measure, we'll do a little bit more. Alrighty, nice and crisp. Time to top stitch.